I used to want to be. I used to want to be famous. Not like famous. Well, you know, like just known. Well, not even known for my work, but you know, like
No.
kind of respect, or not even respected, but just like I want to make an impact, you know, with something.
There you go.
But now, if I'm hungry, I just want to look skinny. It's weird being black in America. We don't get invited to auctions anymore. Used to get all the invites. I was living on the outskirts of Portland. Someone wrote nigger on the fence across from my door. I was like, I'm home. I like Portland. This town is too white, it makes my teeth look bad. Oregon's great though. It's got the purest white supremacy of anywhere I've ever tasted. It's hard to find a job though. I looked, man. I applied everywhere. I tried to apply to the Ku Klux Klan, but I couldn't fit my resume on one sheet. I'm surprised the Klan hasn't ruined bed sheets and pillowcases for everybody. Like it has for me. I sleep in a white woman. I used to live in Oakland. They found a human head in the recycling plant 2 blocks from my house, which is messed up because that's compostable. San Francisco is wonderful, though. You can find whatever you're looking for on the street, especially if you're looking for human feces. I used to bartend at this venue on the Mission. We didn't have a tap, so we just lay the bottles out on the bar. People would come in, look at me, look at the bottles, and say, I'd like a nigger, a negro Modelo. Started this hashtag, chill your pint. the English would brew their ale and serve it warm. Then they would go out and rape native women. Don't be like the English. Chill your pint. Hillary Clinton has profited from the genocide against African people for my entire life. Now that's cold. Chill your pint. Last time I saw a bus, I was really freaked out by how many of us Hillary threw under it. You hear someone tried to assassinate Trump. I think it was a Bernie guy. He didn't want to spring for his own gun. He wanted the government to pay for his gun. This election is crazy. Like, you can tell that Donald has raped someone, but it's like it doesn't count because he wasn't wearing a sombrero. Bill Cosby has 50, 60 women accusing him of drugging them. But in his defense, they weren't supposed to remember. My grandmother has a friend named Adolf. I think he was in World War II. Hitler really ruined that mustache for everybody, didn't he? So I grew up in Washington, D.C. And one time I went to the Holocaust Museum. I saw this exhibit. It's through these bars. It was a child-sized and adult-sized uniform from Auschwitz, and I reached through the bars and touched it. It was canvas. Something coursed through me. And I wept like a grieving widow. And then I found a Pikachu. In college, I realized at some point that my grandmother had been in D.C. for the entire civil rights movement. The next time I saw her, I had to ask, like, Grandma, what was it like? You were there for the March on Washington. You were there for the I Have a Dream speech. What was it like? And she said, oh, your grandfather wasn't interested in all that stuff. Obama ruined the dreams of black children. I wanted to be the first black president. Is it unfair to say the First Lady slept her way to the top? So, growing up in Maryland, there's this weird feud with Virginia. I don't really understand why. But I was thinking about it. Virginia was named for the Virgin Queen. That's a weird way to name a place. Like, what if she was in a butt stuff? Welcome to Anal Town. Anal Town is for lovers. Like, Maryland was named for... Never mind. All right. Um, if you're being sexually harassed or assaulted, bring mace. Because Puff Daddy will not help you. See, I think a lot about patriarchy, and I want to deconstruct it. And I gotta be honest, I'm a little nervous. I was born from catcalling. So I'm a little concerned that if we do away with catcalling, I might disappear like Marty's brother on the Polaroid. Like I was watching Back to the Future the other day. That movie's rapey. It's really rapey. It's like, here's the plan. I'm going to rape my mom. I'm going to try to rape my mom. You're going to interrupt. You're going to stop it from happening. And then she'll have to have sex with you. She won't have a choice. A lot of people I know are blowing up. I went to school with Lena Dunham. And when I saw her on the cover of Rolling Stone, my first thought was like, what the is that fucking Lena Dunham? And then after that, I was like, damn. Like, I reflected, like, you know, I probably, like, well, I maybe, like, I should have kind of, I maybe could have fucked Lena Dunham. Like, I wish I could have fucked, I should have fucked Lena Dunham. I wish I fucked Lena Dunham. And then she came out and said she was raped at Oberlin. I was like, I'm so glad I didn't fuck Lena Dunham. She's fucking crazy right now. You hear about what happened in Dallas? You know? Like when people always want to be like, WWJD. She's crazy. What would Jesus do? All these cops got shot off a rooftop in Dallas. And I was thinking about it, like, what would Jesus do? And I think he probably would have missed because I don't think he knew how to use a sniper rifle. It's a weird word, sniper rifle. When you say it too many times, it gets weird. Sniper rifle. It sounds like a Dr. Seuss sniper rifle. So, you know what really fucks with me? Like, what really fucking gets to me? Shit that I just hate. The genocide that's being waged globally against African people. And when folks walking down the street don't recognize their twinsies, like they're just oblivious to how twinsies they are. Do you believe in staying positive? They found a cure for AIDS, but I got a lot of questions, man. Why are there so many gay babies in Africa? When is R. Kelly gonna open a middle school? I don't understand why P is the letter we most closely associate with urine. I saw the sign that said psychotherapist. Is that the kind of therapist you want? Are pedophiles the original hipsters? I don't know, man. Like, I'm older than Jimi Hendrix, and I still can't play guitar. Eric Clapton can shred on guitar, but he can't latch a freaking window. I'm not a hypochondriac, but I think I am. My dream job is a sleep study. I used to be married. I used to tell my wife she got more beautiful every day. I should have waited to marry her. Like one time I was on tour, and this woman was like, I love your hair, can I touch it? I was like, I love your boobs, can I touch them? She was like, sure. So I just squeezed them, like a little play, squeak, whoop, you know, just like, whoop, honk. And like nothing real, nothing sensuous, you know, just like honk, honk. And I told my wife about it after. I was like, so this is what happened. She said this, I said this, and then, you know, and she was like, yeah, of course, you had to squeeze them. Of course. She left me very soon after. Why is it that piss makes your asparagus smell weird? So I hurt my wrist lifting a pillow. And I went to the doctor, and she was like, we got to get you into physical therapy. And I was like, nah, fuck that, I'll just jerk off more. I think it's a conspiracy. Like, Teflon causes cancer. So, if you get shot with armor-piercing rounds while wearing a bulletproof vest, look out. And I think Kurt Cobain was murder, but it's all love. Like, I came up with this hashtag niggers and books. I didn't realize how racist it was until I clicked on it and nothing came up. No one ever thought of niggers and books before. I feel like some shit's going on. Like, where are all the squirrel shits? I've never seen one. I think it's a double standard. Like, there's this comic named Doug Benson. He's a pot comic. He talks about pot. People smoke them out after shows. I talk about pedophilia in my set all the time, and no one ever introduces me to their children after shows. Why is no one talking about inflation and the price of crack? My friend asked, what do I weigh? I said drugs. My other friend lent me money for drugs. He doesn't know I spent it on utilities. It must be so great. It must be so great to be a special ed teacher. Like, if you fail, it's not your fault. Why didn't the Irish figure out vodka? Who invented the term spick and span? White people. Thing I don't get about incest is I just have a brother. I actually recently realized I should stop calling my brother a motherfucker. I'm pretty sure if I had been born cognitively disabled, my mother would have drowned me. I remember when I was a kid, I asked my mom, like, what would happen to me if you died? And she said, well, Bill is your stepdad, so if I died, you would go and live with him. I was like, well, yeah, well, what if Bill died? She said, well, if I died and Bill died, you go and live with your grandma. But she's old. I was like, what if grandma dies? And my mom was like, what are you planning? I remember when I was really little, my mom would tuck me in, and she'd go to leave, and I ask her, It's happened 4 or 5 times probably. Like, Mom, I forget. What do girls have? And she would turn off the light. Vagina, son. Vagina. You know what I used to love as a kid? Getting my dick sucked. I was an altar boy. Everything you've heard is true. We ring the bells, we light the candles. There's something fucking wrong with me. Like, my friend teaches kindergarten. This is true. She told me her favorite kid is named Eli. And he's just, she showed me this picture. She's like, this is Eli. He had this blonde hair and rosy red cheeks. I think he was washing dishes in the picture. She was like, Eli never cried. Because before he could speak, they taught him sign language so he could always communicate his needs. She was like, isn't Eli so cute? And I was like, yeah, he's cute. And he's got to be worth at least $50,000 on the black market. I was a kid. I used to read a lot all the time. Sometimes teachers would be like, you didn't read that book. You didn't read that. They used to try to give me pizza for reading, man. It's like, write down all the books you read and we'll give you pizza. First of all, I don't even like pizza. You know what I'm saying? Fucking
Thanks.
writing down the books I'm reading is getting in the way of my reading. I don't even like pizza. Like, write down all the books. Fuck that, dude.
So, do you read Lena Dunham's interview with Amy Schumer?
Nah, I don't fucking. Nah.
Dude, do you want some chicken? Or some fucking fish?
Dude. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just make assumptions and shit. Watermelon's not even that fucking good. Like, I won't even eat watermelon around white people. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck watermelon is what I'm saying. I'll eat fried chicken anywhere. Anywhere. Right now. Give me some fucking shit. I'm the oldest one in my family without kids, you know? And I'm proud. I try really hard. I put it in the wrong places and everything. This prostitute came up to me. I was like with my girl. And I kissed her on the cheek. And this woman comes up and she's like, excuse me, if I can't have sex with my Johns in the bushes, you can't kiss or have sex on the corner. And I just thought that was unfair. Oh, smoke? Oh, it's black love is what that is. All right, let's take this shit out.